Hello, hello, and welcome back to Chord Progression. We're still, I guess, I almost said, like, tour? I guess tour is not the right word from, have I already forgotten the squirrel's name? I have. Chester owns the place. Pat is the collie. Oh, well. I'm bad at remembering names. You all know this. That's fine. We find ourselves in our backstage area. Oh, looks like another miscellaneous storage space. I imagine this is where all of the performers store their equipment before a show. Unlike the cafe, the entranceway was just a single wooden door with an opaque window. On the window, the graphic reads, Chester Hallford. This must be his office. Dave opens the door and gestures for me to walk through. Oh, okay. Okay. I take a couple of steps inside with Dave trailing behind me. Okay. My head said Danny for some reason, and I was like, it's not Danny. But I remembered it was a D name. Okay. Hey, Chaz. Really, Chaz? That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. Fucking Chaz? We gonna Chaz it up?
I've collected our new friend.
Chester's desktop is a spacious and well-kept surface. Atop its surface, there's also a few stacks of paper, a small laptop, and an assortment of neatly organized office supplies. It's constructed of a beautiful lacquered dark wood that gives it a brilliant sheen. The desk is situated at the back of the room, a distance away from the wall. Its position allows him to have a direct view of the office door while working. Oh, okay. Sitting in a large leather chair behind the desk is a wolfen man, hunched over some papers. He's not one of the selectively bred lupins like Pat. It seems like Lady Luck is playing yet another cruel joke on me today. This man is incredibly gorgeous. Not just gorgeous, but absolutely stunning. The wolf so far surpasses the standards of ordinary men. He's unreasonably handsome. What a sight. Okay. What a sight it would be to catch him and his husband in the middle of a passionate romp. Those two beautiful men going at it would make for the best porn anyone has ever. Wait. Stop. If I start getting too worked up, I know for a fact this man is going to smell the testosterone emanating from my body. An unselected lupin like him would undoubtedly smell it in an instant. No, fuck, it might be too late. What if he already has? He turns his attention away from the papers to gaze up at me.
Oh, there you are. Good to see you in the flesh.
Oh, Jesus, fuck me. Fuck no. I'm, reminded of the silky smooth voice that I heard on the phone. Just like his husband, he looks and sounds sexy. Why are all my coworkers so hot? This is unfair. Hey, Chester, good to meet you too. Jesus Christ, what the fucking fuck was that? He didn't even say good to meet you. Why did I say good to meet you too? Stupid.
Good to meet me. We already met on the phone.
That's it, I'm officially the biggest moron in the world. I'm done. Reputation destroyed. Okay, I'm just going to take April's keys, remove the plates from her Tamary, and just drive to the Yukon. Yeah, Yukon to start over. Chester lets out a hearty chuckle, interrupting my mini panic episode.
I'm just yanking your chain, son. We like to have fun here.
Must everyone yank my chain today? Chester directs his gaze towards Dave.
Isn't that right, love? Not too much fun now, hon. This one's feelings a little overwhelmed today.
feeling a little okay. This one, referring to me? I guess I didn't hide my discomfort very well. I'm really not all that great at concealing my emotions, am I? Why can't my little nervous breakdowns be kept within the confines of my dumb head? Plus, acting so nervous all the time really doesn't help the whole skittish fox stereotype.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine. I know he's gonna fit right in.
He looks in my eyes for a few seconds. The eye contact starts to feel overwhelmingly fast. I reflexively look away.
Hey, bud. It's alright. It's okay. I know the first day can be nerve-wracking, but you're here to learn, and all I can do is ask you to do your best.
That gives me a little reassurance. Maybe I'm just working myself up too much for no good reason. I mean, nobody expects anything from the new guy on his first day, right? He gives me a smile and stands up from his desk. He then directs his question to Dave.
Shall we? It's almost 1:15. Aren't you forgetting something? Oh, yes. Can you spell your name out for me? I need to give you a name tag.
Eddie, okay.
Ah, so you like Y instead of IE. Glad I asked.
Chester types the letters into a small device on his desk that prints out a small clear plastic tab with my name printed on it. He takes off the paper backing to expose the adhesive and smears the tab onto a generic name badge. Yes. Chester stands up and approaches me with the name badge in paw. He gives me my badge. It's small, rectangular plastic, metal plate that has a magnetic back. Score. I hate the sharp and pokey pin fasteners. I quickly affix it to my shirt. Just over my right breast.
Looks good. I am forgetting one more thing, though.
The wolf reaches out his paw for a shake. I oblige and take his paw into mine.
Welcome to the team, buddy. Happy to finally have you.
A toothy grin spreads across his face as he firmly grips my paw. At this distance, I have a much better look at his figure. And good God, he really is flawless. That perky chest and gorgeous arms are absolutely perfect. We break our contact, and I follow Dave's lead and walk out of the office with Chester in tow. Chester shut off the light and closes the door behind us. The three of us make our way to the stage and down the stairs to the main showroom.
So, every morning at 8:15, we have a team meeting to go over the business for the day before we open at 9. Today's main topic will be how we're going to get you trained. He's got a lot of learning about the products, yeah.
He's got a lot to learn, okay. He directs his next question to me.
You don't play any instruments, right?
Dave asks me this with a hint of disbelief in his voice, as if he's really holding out hope my lack of musicality was just a misunderstanding. No, I really don't. I mean, I enjoy listening to music a lot, but I just never learned how to play anything.
Oh, he'll be fine. You know why he's valuable, though.
Chester directs the question to Dave.
Why's that?
Because I don't have to teach him how to treat customers.
Your reference from Sky Dipsy has a lot of great things to say about your people skills.
Jenny. She came through for me. I need to text her tonight. What a saint. Oh, wow. I'm really flattered to hear that.
Yeah, well, make sure you tell her that. We'll see if she's right, since I haven't seen anything from you yet.
He took a slight pause and made an audible sniff.
Although, I've smelled quite a bit.
No, fuck. No. Oh, shit. I officially fucked up royally. He definitely smelled the testosterone on me. He knows I got really horny from looking at him. Now how do I even get out of this one? I knew I was screwed from the... Mint and eucalyptus, right? Pleasant, but not overly obnoxious. Good choice. He gives me a juvenile grin. All I can do is muster out a nervous chuckle. Oh, yeah, thanks. Did I put too much on? Oh no, definitely not. Us unselected breeds just have acute senses of smell. I happen to be particularly sensitive to deodorant. I promise, you didn't put on too much. Thank the Lord that's all it is. Maybe I'm in the clear. Being a canine too, I've got a better nose than most. However, vulpines culturally don't put as much emphasis on scent training as the lupins do. It's not just about having a good sense of smell, but knowing how to use it. I remember some of the wolves I grew up with talked a great deal about their scent training as pups to help hone their olfactory-related skills. It's one of those skills that's so much more valuable to learn young than when you get older, kind of like learning a language. Dave opens the door to the cafe and holds it open for Chester and me.
After you.
Thank you, dear. The two gaze into each other's eyes for a quick moment as Chester walks through the door. That was so cute. Seeing two men being this deep in love is always so endearing. The way they talk to each other, look at each other. They definitely love each other. Very, very much. God, I wish I had that. Okay, that's when I feel it. This feeling. Here to rain on my parade once again. The intense sensation of loneliness I've felt for so many years now. It's always a semantic experience for me. Is that what the right word is? Right where my heart is, I feel a black hole forming, and nothing escapes it. All my hopes, dreams, and happiness, anything good in my life gets sucked right in, never able to break free. I feel it pull on me, stopping me in my tracks, demanding all my attention, begging me to wallow in self-pity and ignore the rest of the world. No, I can't listen to you, not today. I have shit to do. The feeling comes and goes, but it's left its mark. Just have to keep it together until the shift's over. This isn't the time, nor the place for a breakdown.
You okay, Eddie?
Oh shit, I literally did stop in my tracks. Oh, yes, sorry. I quickly enter through the door. Dave is holding a jar for me. Stepping into the cafe, Pat and April were already sitting at the table near the center of the dining area.
Good morning, April.
Yo.
How are you today?
Fine, aside from having to drag Eddie out of bed and almost making me late. Excuse me, that rat? Oh, wait, shit, I shouldn't think that. That's a nasty stereotype. That jerk?
Almost late. Sounds more like just on time to me.
He gives me a quick wink. Oh, thank God he's not going to be a stickler about timing. I can't believe April is still giving me shit, though. Wasn't neglecting to warn me about the horny dog and cuddly skunk enough punishment? Pat and April were seated on one of the square tables that normally sits 6. I take a seat at the corner opposite of the Demon Witch. And Chester sat beside me. Dave beside him. Pat's holding a stack of papers in front of him. He taps the stack of the table to align the pages neatly, then clears his throat. Here we go. Deuterinos? Okay. And Yes. It's my turn in the cycle, so I'll go ahead and lead things off.
You have everything prepared for today.
Well, yeah. It's a special day, and I wanted to make sure we're ready. He says that indignantly. Something tells me he may need some reminders every now and again. First order of business, the newbie. He gestures a paw towards me, as if presenting me to the whole staff. So, we're gonna need to figure out how to train him today. Chester, what do you think?
Actually, I want to hear what you think, Pat. What's your idea?
Pat was suddenly grinning ear to ear. Oh geez, I guess my fate is in his paws today. Though I have to say, the encouragement I'm seeing Chester give to Pat is really special. I don't think even Jenny from Skidipsy? I don't. What is this? I don't know. Could match some of the leadership skills he's putting on display. Let's see. He looks up at the ceiling with his tongue slightly hanging out. He's tapping the tip of his tongue with a pen and paw. He's thinking really hard about this, isn't he? I hope I don't see smoke coming out of his ears. He should probably stick around April this morning. She can show him how to open up front of house, set up the POS, and maybe teach him a thing or two about the products. He trails off, clearly deeper in thought. Please don't set off the smoke alarms. Then he can stick with me and Dave during the lunch rush. I can teach him how the cafe workflow goes. His speech trails off once more.
That's great so far. How about towards the end of lunch?
Then it'll be time for a break. He directs his gaze towards me. Think you and I could take a break together? He wags his eyebrows. Okay. He doesn't stop. This damn dog is trying to get me flustered again.
Pat, you know the rules, especially after last time.
Oh dear, there is a history, isn't there?
This goes for you too, Eddie. Due to some unfortunate instances in the past, I don't want you two getting intimately involved with each other in any way, even if it's outside of work. It just makes things complicated.
Wouldn't want that. Chester directs his gaze towards Pat.
I'm not trying to single you out here, bud, but I need to look out for you guys and the business. I don't like enforcing rules like this, but it's just what I have to do.
Oh fuck, there really is a history here. Overall, I don't think that the request is too unreasonable. As nice as it'd be to hook up with Pat, I'm not dying to get into his pants. I don't think a one-night stand with a guy like him would fare well for either of us. It's a bit strange, though. You'd think a guy who is literally married to a coworker would have a bit more of a liberal stance on relationships in the workplace, right?
Well, aside from all that, it's best to stagger breaks. Anyways, Eddie will take his break first, then you, Pat.
And me.
After Pat, so he can take over the front house after he's done with lunch rush.
Hella. April is leaning back in her chair at this point, balancing on its hind legs.
Fall! Fall! Fall!
Good. So, breaks are taken care of. Pat jots down those notes on his paper. I guess they keep written copies of their meeting notes. Okay. So, after the break, Eddie will go back to the front of house with April. She'll go on break, I'll take over up front, and he'll spend some time with me on the shop floor while she takes her break. I'm in for one hell of a day, aren't I? Chester turns and looks towards me.
After the cafe closes up, it should be around 4:30. You can go home then if you'd like. Or, if you want to earn some overtime, on your first day, you can help me close up.
He said the O word. Oh, hell yes! I'm definitely down for some overtime, sir. April now stares daggers at me. What did I do? Oh. Oh, wait. April's my ride home.
I've got you, don't worry.
Phew, okay. That predicament has been evaded. 100% going to need that overtime cash. I can spare the time. Also, Chester takes the cake for the Best Boss Ever award today. I mean, it is a low bar considering all the garbage bosses I've had in the past, but he's offering overtime and a ride home on the first day. That's really generous of you. Thank you.
It's no trouble at all. It's the least I can do for the extra help.
Great, so Eddie will get some closing training today, too. Looks like a pretty well-rounded day. His grin is back. He's feeling quite proud of himself, it seems. He came up with a training regiment all by himself. Okay, now to the good stuff. I could see stars in his eyes. The show night lineup this Saturday.
We only have 3 acts lined up so far.
Yep. First is the Serenade, the Sands, then Libra Zebra, and then it's time for Carcinogen? He belts out the last word. He raises up his left paw and makes the rock and roll devil horn gesture. Woohoo. She makes the same... Wait. Is she serious? I assume with this expression. Oh wait. Less enthusiastically. Okay. Little confused. It's fine. It's okay. Come on, apes. You should be more pumped for our show. I would be if I wasn't pulling double duty. I'm drumming for Carcinogen and Serenade. She busies her face in her arms with her head down at the table. I remember Moria telling me April drums for a couple of bands. I never asked, but I guess I just found out which bands they are.
A life of the drummer, eh? Everyone wants a piece of you.
He lets out a chuckle.
Well, we need to try and find more acts. I'll see if I can find anybody else to book. I have a couple ideas. Just don't, book one of them quirky ukulele girls again. I learned my lesson last time. That's why I have new acts audition nowadays. Or at least give me an audition video.
Yeah, no more lame-ass ukuleles. Also, you guys are not going to believe the song we're debuting. Daryl and I have been working super hard on it. Carcinogen is going to melt faces this weekend.
That's nice, son. But I definitely think Serenade the Sands is gonna give you kids a run for your money.
He giggles while nudging Chester. Chester seems unamused.
You two better not start getting competitive again.
Well, it's not much of a competition when your band doesn't bore people to tears.
You kidding me? No one wants to hear ya hopping and hollering up on the stage. Meanwhile, we deliver a class act. Cliff and I have been working on some great pieces that'll captivate the audience.
Pat begins to melodramatically fake snore. Oh, what's that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of the audience snoring. You captivate them to sleep. Are things escalating?
Boy, have you ever looked at sheet music ever in your life?
I guess that's a yes.
Dave.
The wolf spoke in a soft but firm voice. Tone. Oh, please, we don't need sheet music if we're not making shit music. Oh. Okay, sir. I don't know, I've always liked looking at sheet music. It's fun. Do you all know how to read sheet music? I've met a lot of people who just said, like, I don't understand how sheet music works. And that's always, like, confused me.
Who the hell are you calling?
April swiftly raises to her feet and slams on the table. Holy fucking shit. If you two don't shut the fuck up right now and get back on track, I'm not drumming for either of you. She lowers her rear back down onto the seat. Silence. She certainly knows how to diffuse that kind of conflict. It certainly felt like there was a level of facetiousness between the collie and skunk during their splat, and clearly just playful competitiveness between friends. But I think it crossed the line went a tad deeper than that. Some egos seem to have been bruised in that exchange. Pat clears his throat again and takes a stack of pages in his paws. Anywho, so we'll be closing up shop earlier on Friday so we can prep the front of house for show night. Newbie, you can work Saturday if you want to help us set up. Just like with the overtime question earlier, I see no reason to say no to extra hours.
Yeah, sign me up. I'd love to help.
Dope. What did he just call me? Wait, no, he's not calling me anything. I'm fairly certain he's saying dope, as in a turn of affirmation. I need to get used to how people talk around here. He writes more notes on his paper. And then on Sunday, the store's closed. We just need some volunteers to put the shop back together to prep for Monday morning.
You all can come in any time during the afternoon to help Dave and me. We'll take everything nice and slow.
Pat jots down more notes. Now I'm left thinking, do I have any days off? I'd rather not chime in and ask. It seems like Chester needs the help, and I don't want to look like I'm not a team player on my first day. Plus, the more overtime I can accrue, the better. Great! Show night is taken care of.
Alright, let's wrap it up there. Anything else that's on the topics list can be put off until tomorrow. Good meeting, team. Aside from getting a little carried away, you did an excellent job leading Pat.
That signature proud Pat grin once again adorns his face. He really loves the praise. It's kind of cute, I guess. April stands up and gestures to me. Let's go prep front of house. I follow her out of the cafe. For the next 20 minutes, April gives me a crash course of the point of service software. Every item has a barcode, and each product shows up itemized on the screen. I can then complete the transaction with cash or card. Okay. I think I will end the part here for today, so I'll see you all around.